Welcome to another episode on the Adventures of the Great Banana. Today I will be showing you some clips over the last 4 months on things that I've learned on how to sail and things like putting up the sail, rigging, going out, practicing. So for those of you who are interested in sailing but have no experience whatsoever, this will be a look into how I felt during the learning process, if I felt overwhelmed or unsafe or anything like that. And I guess also a couple clips on some people that we've taken out on the boat and over my overall experience learning how to sail coming up to the sailing season, which is actually only 2 weeks away. Our plans are to sail to Sardinia with a captain, an experienced captain, where I'll be undergoing more lessons. And then from Sardinia, spending about a month in Sardinia, working our way up the coast to Corsica, and maybe staying there for another month.
We'd like to stay in the Maddalena Islands.
Between Sardinia and Corsica for a good couple of weeks. It's supposed to be beautiful there. Cross over the Elba Islands back into Italy, the Italian coast. Up the Italian coast through cities like Genoa and Cinque Terre and things like that. And then west along the French Riviera, where we'll probably spend at least a couple of weeks in the south of France.
We hope to
visit some vineyards and things like that. So, and some great cities like Marseille, Nice, and stuff like that. And then make our way down to Spain, where we have a 6-month contract in a city called Cartagena, Spain. Supposedly a beautiful city. The old town is only 5-minute walk from the port itself, and it ended up being cheaper for 6 months than a 4-month contract. And for us, it was more important to find a place where we could safely stay, and then use that as our home base to go and do other trips to places like the Balearics, which is Ibiza, Palma de Mallorca, and things like that, and know that we have a place to come home to, because in the Mediterranean it can get really, really busy, especially in the month of August. We were also thinking about taking the month of August off because it's hot, busy, expensive, and use that as an opportunity to park the boat, drive inland with the dog and everything, and go visit the interior Spain and maybe into the highlands and the mountainous areas. So that's our rough plan for the sailing season. But anyways, yeah, hope you enjoy the episode.
Retirement, the final chapter. These are the adventures of the Great Banana. Its one-year mission: to explore strange new foods, to seek out new pastas, and new ways to screw things up. To boldly go where no banana has gone before.
Okay, so the last time we were trying to set up our reefing lines, we had a little issue with one of these shackles, and actually I think it was this one, and or one of the type like these with these. So what happened was the pin came loose, and the wind is incredibly strong. You wouldn't think it, but this U-shaped shackle, okay, became this in a split second, all because that pin came loose. So what I'm doing is I got these UV resistant zip ties, cargo ties, and I'm going to place them on all of these pins so they don't come out. So anyways, small little projects like this keep you busy, and I will take a picture of this after I'm all done. So whoever at Bally did the rigging, you did a terrible job. We had to redo all of them with the help of Denny and Matt. But anyways, we're making sure that all the lines and pulleys make sense in the direction where they're going, and having to redo all the ropes to the blocks. All right, here we go, everyone. Test number 1. Will is giving me a test on putting up my mainsail. I have never done it. I've owned the boat for 3 months. When I told you I have no experience, I meant it. I have no experience. This will be the very first time I'm going to be putting up my mainsail by myself. So Will gave me a little walkthrough, but now I'm going to be doing everything. All right, so first step, release or open the sail bag. Okay. All right, next, lower the sail bag. All right, okay. Now I gotta, oh wait, oh, boom, or topping lift.
Wait, wait, yeah.
30, 40 centimeters lower, and then let the weight, then I'm gonna pull the sail and it's gonna lift the boom. Okay, that's good. Bag, oh, forgot, almost forgot this thing.
Release your halyard.
Ah, okay, release my halyard. Put this on too soon.
Nah, pull here, it's too hard. Yep.
Oh, here. Oh, much easier.
Hard. Look at your lazy bag. Your sail has to go up inside the lines of the lazy bag.
Oh! Let's take a look and see what happened.
Look the lazy bag.
The lazy bag? Oh!
That's why I'm saying you have to
Make
go
sure that
by hand.
I see.
And you will notice it doesn't go up anymore.
So notice though that the boom is still angling down. The weight of the boom is still not being held by the sail. So as I push up with the winch, you're gonna see all these lines get tighter, so all those lines have to be released. And then you should be able to see the boom, see that, go up. And then you know that the sail is lifting up the boom, which is what you want. And then we'll lower the boom even more when we're on sail to increase the tension. Okay, more up. So what mark would you give me?
What are we on, 5 or 10?
On A, B, or C?
A, B, or C. A is the top.
Yeah.
B plus.
The Great Banana doesn't get anything but A's. That's not
Okay,
good.
so redo it.
Yeah, I gotta redo it. So I think my big mistakes were the lines. I didn't have all my lines prepared. I didn't watch to see how the sail was lifting up to make sure that the sail stays in between the shrouds, and it should be on the port side of the topping line. So all these things I needed to watch better, but next time around, shooting for an A.
Was excellent for the first time.
All right, thank you. Okay, so we got the sail up. Now we got to get the sail down. And right now there's a little bit of wind, so it might be a little bit tricky to make sure that everything falls into the sail bag nicely. But we start with having the sail bag nice and open. I checked both sides already. So now we're going to release the halyard. Not too slow, not too fast. All right.
Perfect.
Okay. So what do I do with all these lines?
All into the bag. Nicely, don't create loops or knots. I would go lengths. Take the end and go lay them in.
Like this?
No.
No?
Yep. Take that end and lay it in here.
Ah.
Yep. You don't want any knots. So lift the lazy bag.
Should I put the shackle on first? This?
Yeah, you can. So tighten up your main sheet to fix the boom.
Right.
Main halyard, pull a little bit
Main halyard, pull a little bit.
by hand. Okay, well done.
Okay, welcome to Elysium 2.0. So I thought I'd give you an update as to what's been happening. The boat got back from Lakata, I guess a week and a half ago. We had my mom and my son on, which you've seen. And so now I thought I'd give you a little tour of what upgrades we've gotten and show you some of the performance in the solar panels. So let's start with aircon. So basically, we now have air conditioning in all the rooms, and including the guest rooms. The guest rooms, the one aircon unit in the guest room works for both rooms, so that's kind of a it's kind of a pain where the person in one room has to control the temperature for both rooms. That also is ducted into the main salon or saloon area through this vent. So that unit, I mean, we don't usually have a lot of guests, if at all, and so that unit will heat the salon, and we have our own aircon as well. So the solar arch is pretty beefy. Matthew did a great job. He made it so that it's actually detachable. And this is the back unit, and it's got 3 solar panels. Big solar panels. And then we have this mount and another 2 here. So in total we have about 2100 watts of solar, and and these new efficient air conditioning units. This is still March, so the sun's really not at its peak, not even close. But you can see here that we have 1,256 watts being charged on the solar charger. We're now just using 32 watts, you know, fridge. But I'm going to show you what happens when I turn on the aircon. These aircon units are really efficient. So let's go in and turn this on. Now I was told that heating and air conditioning will draw around the same power. I guess heating uses these heating elements, but they always use a compressor. So that is on, and now you can start to see that the load is ramping up, and that will actually get to about 400. So for all those people who thought that I wouldn't be able to do it, it looks like we'll be able to actually run aircon and still have net positive power, at least for one room. For both rooms, it's going to be double, so that'll be tight. But so far, we've been using heating, and we're having it run all night, and we're draining, the batteries go down to about 30%. And the next day we're back up to, you know, every day with average hours of sunlight, we're getting about 35% battery charge, 40%. And some nights we don't even need to have the heating on. So far we haven't been using shore power and all week. So far it looks good. Cross your fingers. And but I'll keep updating you on that.